Hey y'all, and welcome to Scrappin with Sheri. If you've watched my last 3 videos, you are just going to be shocked that I am still using the Sweet Summer collection. I've got a few more pieces of paper in this that I can't stop using. So I want to show you another quick layout using a few pieces from the Sweet Summer. Now again, our coordinating cardstocks are here, so that's a good way to know what is good for matting pictures. Now on these pictures, when I get ready to put them on here, my guess is I'll probably mat in white just because I want the contrast. But I'm going to be using 1 sheet of this beach paper. Yes, I'll have to plan a vacation to the beach just so I can use these pages. I'm going to use this darker blue piece of paper that's got summer vibes, vacation, fun in the sun, pool fun. It's got the water on the back. But again, I'm only using 1 sheet of it, so I still have another piece of this to use. And I'm going to use this coral with the sunshines all over it. I have used part of it on something else. It's got the little popsicles on the back. But I'm going to be using this piece of the coral sunshine paper. So, let's get our trimmer. And the first thing we're going to do is stack the beach paper and the blue paper. And I'm going to cut those at 6 inches. So we have to pull the arm out on the trimmer. Just line those up and stack them well and cut at 6 inches. And this other piece of paper, this coral one, mine is already cut because I used it on something else. But I'm going to make 2 4 by 12 inch strips of this. And that one is a 4. Okay, so I've got 2 4 by 12s here. Now I'm going to stack those 2, and I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of that. So I'm just going to line that up at the 1.5 inches on this side of my trimmer and cut that off. All right. Now, aside from cutting 2 strips to weld with, that's all the cutting we're going to do. But let me grab some welding paper. I've got some leftover of this tangerine that I've been using today. So I'll just cut 2 1-inch welding strips. If you haven't seen the other videos, I'll show you welding again very quickly. Let's just slide all this. All right. So I want my beach paper to go on the outside edge. And what I'm going to do is flip these. I'm going to butt these 2 papers up against each other, just side by side. And I'm going to pull my tape runner and just run tape runner along the seam. Now, the purpose for welding, again, if you've missed it, is just to hold those 2 pieces together until we get ready to put them on a scrapbook page. Now, if you are scrapbooking in order in your scrapbook, there's no reason to weld. Just stick them directly on your page. But because I'm not ready to put these in an album, because I haven't even taken a trip to the beach, I'm just going to weld these to make pages now to be prepared when I do go to the beach. All right, and I'm going to weld these the same way. Just adding tape runner down the seam. And then we put this strip over it. It covers the tape runner. And it just helps give it some stability on the backside. All right, so we've got that much done. And then I'm going to take these 2 coral pieces and just let them meet in the middle and then go out to my edges. And I'm doing that strictly to add a little color. Now, you could go up or down. I do like the clouds, so I don't really want to cover the clouds. And what are these going to be used for? I don't really know. They're just some color contrast, add some variety in the color. And I love this coral with these blues. Of course, if you know me at all, you know I love everything with blue, so that's not surprising. All right, add my coral there. And then I'll just slide these right up against each other so I can get my coral in the same place on the opposite side. Okay. So we've got that done. Now, because I don't even know what pictures I'm going to use, because I haven't been to the beach yet, because I don't really know what's going to happen with this page, I do want to go ahead and add a generic embellishment. And we could do a lot of different things with this embellishment, but I think I want it right here. I love the way it brings in all my colors I've got going on here. And you know me and foam squares. I'm going to foam square this embellishment to make it stand up. Now, some of you, I know it gives you hives that I do the embellishments before I actually do my pictures. But I have found that very few times is that a problem for me. Occasionally, I'll have to move an embellishment around a little bit just because my pictures don't quite fit. But I just think this is really cute. And I love the way that having it right here takes up this little extra space at the top, but it brings all my colors together. And by using the foam squares, I've still got room to slide a picture underneath here if I choose to do that once I get my pictures developed, once I take this vacation. Y'all see a theme developing that I need a vacation? Now, with having this summer stuff at the top, I thought it would be cute to add something down here in the sand on the bottom. And I think I'm going to add this little sand castle. Oh, wouldn't that be cute right there? Just kind of overlap my seams. We've got the little sand bucket, the floaty, the beach ball. And again, I'm going to do foam squares on those just to pick them up a little bit. You know, we talk a lot about embellishment clusters. That embellishment is already clustered for you because you've already got those 3 little things popped together. I'm just going to set those on the sand. And we should probably add a bottle of sunscreen there, don't you think? We'll use one of the little foam squares for that. I'm going to add that sunscreen right there. And in my world, I would call this layout complete until I get pictures to go on it. Now let me pull some photos. We'll just use the back side of some photos. And these are not obviously going to be my beach pictures. But if we trim down just a little bit, we've got room for 3 photos here. Or we could do photos up and down. We could do a little photo over here. And my goal in putting the photos on here will be to overlap things a little bit, but still leave plenty of room for journaling, just to let our decor shine through a little bit. We could add a couple right here. We could always do something like this over here. So if you don't know where to put your pictures, this kind of gives you an idea of where to start with that. You know, a little trimming right here so you can still see the blue along the edge would be really pretty with that. So very easily you could get 6 photos on this layout without really having to do a lot of trimming, just very little and very little matting. But look how pretty the white looks against every bit of that. So if you cut your photos down small and you need to mat, I think a white mat is a perfect option because you've got white in all of the details. All right, that's a quick, easy beach layout using the Sweet Summer collection. Until next time, happy scrapping.